What's up, everybody? Welcome to day 19 of NoFap. The time is 8:27 a.m. I am on my way to the gym for back and bicep day. Woo! Man, I'm just looking around seeing the effects of the hurricane that came by. Just a few leaves on the ground. That's really it. It's I don't know what this whole state of emergency was about. I don't know why everybody's freaking out so bad. It's really just a windy day. It looks like a regular windy, rainy day. So, I don't know, everybody's freaking out. You know, I heard like schools are closed. I heard like there's no cars on the road right now, which is weird at this time. But yeah, I don't know why everyone's freaking out. I think this is the worst of it. It's just leaves. It's literally just leaves on the ground. There's nothing happened. I've had windier days in the Bay Area, which is where I was from. So yeah, just people freaking out. But that's nothing new. I got a day ahead of me tonight. Well, today, at least business-wise, my ads are already running. I have to see which ads are doing the best today, and if I can get any sales. If I don't get any sales, I'm killing my ad, and then I got to start over, scrap my store, start a new store. Yeah, it's a whole process, but you know, that's what this whole business model is about. It's just testing like crazy, seeing what works, seeing what sells. So yeah, this is it's gonna be a long, arduous process. It's gonna be a lot of money involved, and not a whole lot of money back until I hit some. It's basically like digging for gold. I'm digging constantly. And I need to figure out which one will succeed and which one won't. Which holes are worth digging more and which ones aren't. So, yeah. For now, I'm going to work out as hard as I can. I think my shoulder's getting better. It's feeling a whole lot better. So I'm going to continue my hourly push-ups. But for now, I'll update you guys in a little bit. Check out this workout. What's up, everybody? We're back. It is 9:08 a.m. Just finished 20 push-ups just now, and I'm also probably going to I have some dumbbells that I'm probably going to do like 10 reps of bicep curls along with those 20 push-ups. So that's going to be something new, because those 20 push-ups are starting to feel really easy. So I thought I'd add on a little bit of something. But it was a good day. It was a very good day. Good day of working out and then working. Tough day of work, but I have things in place. An old product. I'm selling my old product again because that was the only thing that sold, because my new product in my new store isn't selling. People are looking at it. It's nice to look at, but people aren't buying it, unfortunately. So I'm gonna have to kill that product and start I'm advertising my old product because that was the only one that really sold, and I'm gonna figure out why that one sold and why the other one didn't. So yeah, I'm looking forward to figuring that out. But slowly getting more of a grasp on business and the ins and outs of it. But it certainly is very daunting because I realize just how much I don't know and just how much work there is to be done to be successful in the business world. So it's very difficult. But, you know, as daunting as it is, I've committed to it, so I'm not going to stop. Other than that, yeah, you know, NoFap today was a little bit easy, just because I was doing my hourly workout and I was doing my work, but yeah, the hourly workouts help so much, man. Like, if you can commit yourself to working out just this like 20 push-ups an hour, it's works wonders. But yeah, other than that, like NoFap's become very easy because I just keep myself busy, whether it's doing workouts, whether it's the work I'm doing here with my business. So yeah, it's been good. Let's get to your questions. Remy, congrats on making it to day 18. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. I think this might be the longest I've gone without pornography and all that stuff. So yeah, it feels pretty good. It feels pretty good to make it this far. JD, my boy, he's back. Hey, bro. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you're still improving yourself on your current streak. Been keeping up with your every single vlog. I wish I had good updates to share with you from being so busy with life, but unfortunately that isn't the case. I know my place and we're not exactly IRL friends and everything with keeping matters on YouTube, but man, things have been super rough lately. Work has been kind of this droning activity. It's taken over my life, a little to no leisure, recovery time left over. Even when I'm not working, I don't really have any friends to enjoy free time with. I realize with what I see on your channel that I'm in dire need of a like-minded brotherhood, but can't seem to find one no matter how hard I try. Okay. That's rough because I have that same issue. Or I had that same issue. I'm currently in a place where I can have that brotherhood, but it needs to develop a bit more. But I know what that feels like. It's rough. It's a rough place to be. We certainly can't go through life by ourselves. That's rough. And when it comes to work's always going to be droning. Sometimes it gets to a point where you're just making money. You just need to fill your hours, and once your hours are over, you start getting to a point where it becomes extremely boring. When I was working my part-time job, it was exciting at first, and then over time it just got very, very exhausting. But yeah, that's rough. And not having a brotherhood, it can be hard. You need to, for me, I was able to find that brotherhood because I'm a Christian. I go to church, and it is a community setting. And if you want to belong to a certain community, you have to surround yourself in that community, you know? And that can be hard to find, especially as an older, when you get older, it can be more difficult because people have established their communities so well that it's hard to jump in. And just like, when starting a new venture, or when starting something new, when picking up something new, it takes work, it takes time. I haven't found that. I mean, I see a like-minded brotherhood, but I can't get in there quite yet because of how fresh I am. But I'm going every week. I'm talking with more and more people. I'm trying to remember their names. And eventually a brotherhood's going to start forming, but I need to get there first. So yeah, it takes time. But I can only encourage you, if you want to find those like-minded people, go where they're going. And for me, it was church. So I don't know if you're a Christian or not, or religious at all. If not, well, I don't know. I don't know where other people a place where people can gather as a community, because the internet kind of just made it all online, which is rough. I mean, you can go to a bar or a club, but at the same time meet people, but no. Take a dance class, That's how I can find community as well. But for the most part, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to find, and you need it. You need to have a community of people behind you, taking care of you and taking care of each other. So I hope you find it, man. I really do. It's rough. It's very rough. Gray. So for official dates for people, I wasn't in a relationship. Oh wait, hold on. Let me get back to JD. JD, it's definitely not gonna be easy in most cases, and I don't expect good updates at the time. I am like the last bad update I had was my grief, and that was the whole reason I started doing these vlogs. And those weren't good updates, you know. I mean, there weren't good updates every day, but people have seasons of, you know, like great things happening to them and then bad things happening to them, and things that frustrate them. But with every pain comes growth. Like, think about the best times, the times that you've made a very significant change for the better. It was because of trauma. It was because of pain. So I don't shy away from it. Definitely don't shy away from it. You can use that. In fact, going to the gym, getting to know people at the gym is a good way to form community as well. You have like-minded people working on their bodies, constantly improving themselves physically. So that's also a good place to form community and brotherhood. Anyway, Gray. Official dates for people. I wasn't in a relationship. I'd say 7, I think. Okay, nice. That's pretty good. It's twice as much as me. But nice. But yeah, I agree. That's a big red flag for friends. Be unwilling to go deeper emotionally. That's why friendships are so important. Yeah, I'm still gonna do that. I want to do that. Let's talk about red flags. That's a good one. My question for you today is: how do you typically make new friends? Talk to them. Pretty much. Connect over something you have. Like I usually connect with something that we have in common, and then we build an acquaintanceship. And from that acquaintanceship, you just find out who wants to share first, really, who wants to be vulnerable first. And most of the time, I ask questions to open people up to vulnerability. So I'll ask So the one that really gets to people, and it's hard to bring up out of the blue, but sometimes it can happen naturally. But the best way to get to know somebody on a deeper level is to ask them what's the worst thing that's ever happened to them. And a lot of them are unwilling to share that. So it gives me an opportunity to share that and be open and vulnerable first, so that they feel more comfortable being vulnerable. But that's usually how I can make new friends, is if they're open to that question. If they're not, well then, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to give up trying to befriend them, but it definitely is makes it harder to connect with them if I share like the worst thing that's ever happened to me and then they don't. But yeah, that's typically that's usually how it goes. You build an acquaintanceship, and then you get to a point where you start asking like serious questions, you know, questions that dig deeper. But that's usually how I do it. Alan, if there's still any souls, I pray you unbind it in Jesus' name. Man, life changes drastically when you invite Jesus in your heart. Agreed. Like, I thought I was already a Christian, but man, my actions weren't really doing it. Now I'm stepping out more. I pray I can continue to change according to God's will, trying to be comfortable being uncomfortable, if that makes sense. But wouldn't I be comfortable? Read Acts. Read the entire book of Acts. That is exact. If you want to see what a Christian's life should look like, read the Acts of the Apostles, the entire book of Acts. Like, what the apostles went through as Christians is what you should probably expect when you live like that. Not to an exact T, because they were apostles, but if you're a Christian, as you say you are, if you say you're a Christian and you're trying to figure out how to become more of a Christian, which if you really want to drastically change your life and try to be comfortable by being uncomfortable, you should know what to expect. And reading through the entire book of Acts and seeing what the apostles went through will get you to a point where you know what to expect when you go out there proclaiming the word of God, when you go out proclaiming the gospel of Christ. So, yeah, that's my recommendation. Also, read the entire Bible. Yeah, I'm still doing that. I've read through quite a lot. I've read through the New Testament once. The Old Testament, I got to where everybody quit, which is Leviticus. But I encourage you to read the entire Bible. It is good. And memorize some key verses. There's a lot of good verses in there. But anyway, thank you all for questions and your comments. I have four people. I'm very grateful for that. I'm also good to see you again, JD. I appreciate the comment. Sorry you're going through all of that stuff, but just know that we're all with you. Everybody that's watching, everybody that's commenting, miss you a lot. But let's get to my question. My question for all of you today, and I totally prepared for it. Gosh, what's the longest you've gone when it comes to NoFap? What was your longest streak? And my longest streak was, I used to do these vlogs a long time ago as well, back when I was in like fresh out of high school maybe, but I deleted all of those because I was starting my career, and then I just decided to redo them to like a few months ago. But the longest streak that I went on was 108 days, I believe. 108, or it was like 108 or 118, I forgot. But it was a long streak, and then it broke. I don't quite remember when, but 108 days was a very long streak. I was very happy with that, and I felt extremely changed, way more confident. But yeah, I want to know how long was your longest streak in NoFap? Let me know in the comments for this video. But I've got a lot of work to do tomorrow as well, to kill some of my ads and then see all the other ads that I have to put up and see if they work. But thank you all for watching. Stay strong, stay focused. I'm with you guys. I know you guys are with me. If you have any comments or questions, leave it below. I like interacting with you guys. But for now, I'll check you out tomorrow. Peace.